Welcome everybody. So today I want to talk about Retaliator. I don't think I have ever done a review on a Retaliator. Now, this is kind of like a review and potentially a history lesson from some of you to me, because I have a bunch of them. I've got Recons and I've got the Retaliators, different colors, and I don't know exactly, like a Retaliator, I understand it's pretty much a Retaliator. But I come across one, I don't know, it's been a few months ago. I thrifted it. Well, it said it's a Recon. But it looks like this. I have a Recon and it don't look like this. They're different. They're made different. The piston system's different. But anyway, we'll get down to that, and then maybe some of you gurus can help me out with that, because I'm kind of curious. I want to mod the one, but if it's actually like more rare, I don't think I want to tear it up, because I've got plenty of these. I don't have plenty of this one. This is the only Sonic one that I have. And yes, I have the rest of the stuff for it too. I just don't. I throw all my attachments. You can see them. They're all over here and just everywhere. I don't leave my attachments on anything. That way you can put it on whatever you want. But anyway, I want to talk about these. Now, they're not super powerful, but they're not super crappy. But the thing I find the most with these is when I thrift one of these, is most of the time, it was the same case with this one. It was the same case with there's a blue one I have over here. The white one. Matter of fact, I think almost all of them, but maybe one or two that I have thrifted, they're jammed up because everybody tries to jam the magazines in them. Actually, I'll tell you what, the last one that I bought, I actually got it over here on the shelf. The last one that I bought, they didn't know how to get the magazine in, so they actually stuffed the magazine in it and taped it. They couldn't get it back in there. Works flawless, it's perfect. And yeah, it's got my little consignment number on there. But anyway, I should clean it off, but I didn't. And this one here, you can see it hasn't been used much. It was jammed up, still got stickers on it. Works pretty good. I haven't touched it, haven't modded it. I mean, I think when I first started doing this stuff, we did some reload videos with it, which I have started doing again because it's kind of cool. I like to do it. But anyway, so my question is, I have all these different Retaliators, and I understand that some of them are in Strike Elite. Well, actually, I think they're all in Strike Elite, every single one of them. But my main question, and kind of why I wanted to review them in the first place, is I've started doing mods again. I have some set aside for modding. And this one, no. But yes, I am going to do some Retaliators. I got some springs and catches and some other things, and might make some really cool stuff out of them, because like I said, you find these all the time. I would not lose an ounce of sleep for tearing up a Retaliator. I'd just rip the guts out and throw it in the box and wouldn't worry about it. So it was a perfect blaster for that. But anyway, I know with the Retaliator, there's many different colors. You had the blue, this is Sonic Blue, I think there was green, there was clear. Now, I don't know exactly where all the date breaks are in there, why they changed colors. Like this is the white one. I'm assuming this just, well, obviously says Elite. I'm not sure if they were different exclusives for different places, maybe. Because I have a few of these. I've only seen one of the Sonic. That's all I've thrifted. Several of these, I've passed on several of them. I probably shouldn't have because they were completed the barrel and the stock and all that. I passed them anyway. So, several of these, so I'm going to assume that this was more common. Now, this one, I think I actually modded this one. I can't remember. I think I took this one apart a whole lot. This is the only blue one I've ever seen. I don't know. I know with Rhino Fire, the blue ones were Costco, so I don't know. Maybe this is a Costco Retaliator. I don't know. You know, tell me, because I don't. I have no idea. This is the only blue one I have. So, kind of curious, really. But So I'll get into the review on what I think about them and what they can do, and then I got some more. I guess I've got several more, and I just kind of more questions. I guess it's more like a question video than actually a review. So maybe I should review and then we'll go from there. But anyway, with the Retaliator, it's quite simple operation. You have to prime it back. You got your jam door right here. They're all pretty much the same. Doesn't even matter. I'm even going to include the Delta. So you got the Delta. It works a lot the same, except with the Delta they got smart, and they put a slide release in it, where these do not have it, and that kind of sucks. But so you got your in-strike attachment here, and you got your barrel lug up here, so you can put your barrels on. You can put whatever you want on the back of them. It does have your actual sling swivel here, mount, and then it's got, I think this just pays lineage to the old blasters, where you can put one in the bottom. Actually, the old Kenners had a shot in the bottom of the stock, so it was one here and one out there. So I don't know if that's why they do that. I don't really know. What are we going to do with one? But anyway, it's got that down there. So once you've got it primed back, you put your mag in. Most all of you know this, but maybe somebody doesn't. And then you're ready to rock and roll. That's all there is to it. Don't leave your blasters primed, please. But that's all there is to it. Nothing to it. Super simple. It's kind of like a pistol, but you can turn it into like a rifle or an SMG or whatever. I consider it more of a pistol because this is pretty much how we use them, but honestly, it's rare that we ever touch them. Now, I know, and I think that's why I wanted to get into modding them. Like I said, I've got some stuff over there. I got a bunch of different springs and pieces and different parts that I bought. Just curious to see what one of these can do. I dropped it. Can you make one of these near pro level? I would say yes, because I've actually got, I think, the white one. So I did something to the blue one, and I can't remember what I did. This one has been modded too. They all have the restrictors in it. This one, if I remember right, has a Retaliator spring in it, and it has about that much of a tri-strike spring, I think, in the back behind it. So I just added a little bit of spring to it. And this one shoots over 80 with full length darts. Still has a restrictor in it. I don't know. I'm gonna take the restrictor out, and I don't know what it'll do. I just left it alone. This has definitely got the more punch than the other one. But I did take some other thing. Like I said, this was kind of my learning one here. I wasn't sure. I mean, they're super simple. There's really not that much to them. But the blue one, I had a 13. I think it was a 13 kg spring, and it absolutely would not work. Those catches in the back here, if you get to messing around with these, you have got to upgrade that, and I do have a metal one over there for them so that we can do something silly. So I've got a 7, a 9, and a 13. I tried that 13. It's either 13 or 12. Way too much. Now, 9 is kind of like, it's pretty nasty, really. It's not unless you get some sort of like the pump ones. I know they make kits for them. You can do all kinds of stuff. But this one's pretty stout, and it's actually prime. Like I said, it's had another spring added to it. Restrictor's still in it. Like I said, take it out, it might be even better. So that's kind of where I'm at with them. I do like them. There's nothing wrong with them. I don't dislike them. I really like this one better. I have a couple of these, but I do not have one that's complete with the stock or the actual barrel, and I wish I did, because these things are nice. But I don't see them very often. I've only actually seen 2, and I've tripped them both. I like the prime on these much better than I do on the Retaliator. This, to me, is a Retaliator, but this is an upgraded Retaliator. Because now, if I want to get this back, push this little button, and I can get it back. You can push it in far enough. You can get it in far enough. It comes back. Those won't. You can't get them back. You've got to take it apart or break it. And that's most of them. That's why I've seen down in here they're jammed up full of darts, and where people have tried to get them to shoot, and they can't get them to shoot. And like I said, Hasbro added this to them, the little release, and that was actually a great idea, because in that way it alleviated a lot of the issues. And this is a lot more comfortable on your hand. I think that you could, this one I'm not going to, but I have another one of these, and we're going to mod it too. But I think that this approach of hand grip prime is better than the Retaliator, just because you can put all your weight on the slip right here and you prime it back. So really like that. I still consider this an Retaliator. I don't know what everybody else does. I do. This is a Retaliator as far as I'm concerned. I know it's not called that, but that's what I see it as. So I guess I've reviewed. I don't really know. I'm just kind of talking about Retaliator. So I told you what I think of them. I don't dislike them. They're okay. They're kind of fun. You can put drums in them. You can put regular mags in them. Whatever you want. They're fairly accurate. They are very moddable, and that is why I'm messing with them, because I want to mod it. I want to see what I can do with it. So that brings me up to my kind of final part of this whole deal. I'm making this anyway. It's kind of more of a, I want some answers if I can get them. So I thrifted this, and it's a Recon CS6, and it's, you know, it's in strike. But my question is this a late, like right before Elite came out? Because it is literally, it's the same blaster. Everything's the same. Like everything, even all this right here. This is N-Strike, and this is N-Strike Elite. So where does this one fall? Because I have an actual old school N-Strike that has the actual reverse plunge, or whatever that is. The tube comes out of the back of it, and that's actually the air chamber for the blaster, and the springs inside of it, to where the springs on the back side of the plungers on these. But what is this? Is this, like I said, is this just a Retaliator, and it was just right before we changed it to Retaliator, and it was still a Recon? That's my question. I want to know what this is. I plan to mod this. The only reason I bought it, but I didn't know if this was kind of like a rare deal. I shouldn't do it. I mean, it's okay. It's not really that powerful. So, that one was a Recon. This is a full Recon, and this is what I consider the Recon. As this right here tells you armed. So, this is a Recon. From what I think. I mean, this is an N-Striker. You know, the N-Strike. This is the original. But and it's very much different, as you've seen there. But what? I mean, is this the original? And that was the last version of it before the Retaliator actually came out? Couldn't it look the same, other than that? Because this was used on Reflexes too, and I don't know about anything else, but Reflexes had this style of prime where it stuck out the back. And you can actually mod this up. Like, I haven't touched this one. I bought this just like this. I haven't even touched it. They haven't even took the mags out. I mean, it's still got the original 6-rounders. I don't remember if this has 6 or 10 or what it was originally. But anyway, I found these old 6s. I just stuck them on there. And like I said, this one's pretty much hangs to wall piece. Everything works. The actual light works still. So, super sweet. Everything's there, and it's actually got the sight on it. But this is actually the Recon. The other one, it says Recon, but it's like a Retaliator. So, I know this is old and that's newer, but what's the deal with that? Anybody know? I mean, I don't know. I mean, explain it to me. Just, I don't know. But anyway. So, that's my, I don't even know what you call this. It's not really a review. It's just talking. Just rambling on about, I think I more or less want answers. And I know a lot of you got them. So, and I'm kind of talking a little bit about the blasters, you know. I mean, it's all good. So, that's my Retaliator question, session, rant, review, and general talk of the Retaliator Recon series. So, yeah, if you got anything, any information that you can add, put it down below. It'll help me out. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I know if somebody knows, got the dates and why it's different than the other. I mean, I think that's probably what it is. It was right before Elite came out, and that was just where they were going with it. And then they went from Recon to Retaliator. That would be my guess. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got some answers. Get a little interaction down in the comments. See what you guys think. See what you got. Share some of that information that you guys have accumulated over the years. And maybe if anybody else ever has this issue, they'll have the answers down below. Thanks for watching.